Alrighty, folks, welcome back to USA Darts Productions as we are here live for the women's 501 final between Shea and Julie Weger. Will Stuart here of USA Darts Productions, joined by Ryan Mooneyham for this final. Ryan, what do you think about this one?
This one's hard to predict. I mean, you're looking at two fantastic ladies that play on both sides of the scene, soft and steel. Julie is a former national champion. Shea has got quite the pedigree. This is going to come down to that double. We've seen Shea score big and slowly on that double, but you never know. Those games turn every time. New match, double comes for you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I know Julie was a national championship. Actually, in 2020, I believe, was her national title.
Last time she won it was 2020. We didn't get to play last year. So here she is, a WDF Silvers Finals, Las Vegas Open. Yeah,
good stuff.
She's a great player.
Yeah, quite the player indeed.
Shea, if you know anything on darts in the United States, you know who Shea Reynolds, a.k.a. Shea Cole, now is.
Well, see, that's what I was unfortunately saying earlier, is that, you know, being that I'm still kind of new to getting around the dart scene myself with this job, being from South Carolina, I didn't really know a lot about Shea Cole. I know that, you know, a little bit about her, but I've never really seen her in action.
Yeah, I believe she is from Texas. And like I said earlier, I was working the floor matches for her, and she can score.
Yeah, she's definitely proved that in her last match. Unfortunately, just having the double trouble, I mean, that's going to happen here and there, but she really stormed down the board, and I think that's what Julie's going to have to watch out for. Julie's going to have to really pick up those triples in the first 9 to make a dent, because Julie's definitely showed she's got some good shots. She, you know, laid in some good doubles pretty quickly.
One thing I will tell you about Julie, a.k.a. Jules, we call her Jules, is she doesn't give up. She plays hard to the end, plays hard at that double.
Yeah, that's you know, they both have solid throws. You look at the difference in angles. I mentioned it earlier with Julie's kind of sitting at that Phil Taylor kind of style, not quite extreme, but she's kind of a stacker, where Shea's more direct in the board, so you may see Shea kind of move here and there if she feels like she's blocked. But
Julie will need to get settled in. She had a little bit of a wait between her match while Shea's match was going on. But pile in 100 right there, looks like, and you know, it's going to be who's got the setup shot, who hits that double.
There's a big 149 look.
You got to drop down, hit that 60. You're sitting on 89. You clean it up with either a triple or or an odd.
I think she gave us a little wave there too on the camera. I saw that one. Probably not intentional, as she was probably talking about her double or a shot there, but 102. Do you like the 20 route here?
102, I would go trip 20, 10-6 pie.
Alrighty. Did she get it?
No, she
just inside.
I mean, I do throw a lot of tops, but you know, when you use that double 16, double 8, double 4, double 2, you can go inside, and try to nick that last double.
The old thing that kind of I think of with that 102 is I always think the old Bobby George route, that tricky route going 16s first. Kind of a weird number, but you know, anything around it leaves a nice number, especially if your opponent's down on a tasty little number here. But here we go, double 4.
Oh, pulled it down. See, that's going to be fatigue. I mean, these ladies have been playing since 10 o'clock this morning. They're going to have to get the arms up, you know, and there's not as crisp on every throw. Julie just smacked it.
And that's what I was thinking. Julie's doubles have been pretty good today. I mean, in the last match we saw her, she was pretty consistent.
I think it was a 4-2 win, if I remember right.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Shea was a 4-3 win.
Yeah, lots of darts. I mean, we had around a 128, so lots of females in the room.
There wasn't very many buys either. I mean, your seeded players that were seeded for the field got the majority or all the buys if they're all handed out properly. But there wasn't a whole lot. I mean, you started at 128, 64, 32, all the way down. I mean, play a lot of darts.
Yes, certainly. Good stuff there. And this is a long format. We're talking best of 5 or first of 5 legs here, best of 9. So sorry for the word garbage there I just threw at you as I kind of tongue-tied it up.
We talk about the long format being played overseas. You're seeing everywhere. The next nationals in Cleveland will have long format. Local pubs and local tournaments are starting to do best of 5, best of 7s in their 0-1 instead of the classic 2 out of 3. So I'd say give it 5 or 6 more years on this long format. It's just be like, oh, we're playing best of 7. Okay, let's go. Where it was like best of 7.
Yeah, you're seeing the North American push here. I mean, a buddy of ours, Jules Van Doggen.
Buddy of mine, my travel partner a few times this year. Talked to him and his wife quite a bit. They're going to be overseas a lot this year.
Yep, they certainly will be overseas a lot. Talking about, of course, Jules Van Doggen. Now having 2 Americans on the PDC tour, and
what's funny is, so I played that match in Seacoast. It was Jeff Smith, Danny Baggage versus Jules, and then this guy.
Exactly. It makes you wonder. It's like, oh my goodness, but you know what? Guys hung in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Classic. Jeff Smith was a class act. Of course, Danny's always been funny to me for 20 plus years.
Oh yeah, certainly. But it's just nice to see, a little North American rise here. COVID it was unfortunate, but it kind of worked out for some of us dart players here, because I think we started branching out and realizing that maybe our stamina needs to be a little bit better. Maybe we need to crawl up there and play more legs, more action to get us somewhere that we want to be.
Julia starting on the bottom to work her way up. A lot of players will go try to score as much heavy as possible. Shea's doing the same thing. But that's my preference, is I want to go trip 20. I want the most points out of the gate.
Yeah.
Just want to grab that over there.
Got some players in the room just giving a good wail. I think.
Trip 20 single.
Oh,
just outside 87. Shea's got the 44.
That 36 there leaves herself with double 4. See if she can capitalize inside again. So Weger, 61. Does she go 25, 36? How do you think she goes about this?
I'm thinking she'll probably go 45.
Yeah, certainly. That 2 will leave her 19 for tops.
Yep.
Ooh,
just underneath it.
You saw her real quick jump in.
We kind of did the same thing too.
So here we go, double 2 for Cole to tie this match up. Oh, inside. Difficult dart.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Using that other dart as a little ricochet, it looked like, to get what she wanted. 2-0 lead for Weger. This first to 5 leg match. The finals of women's 501.
There we go, Julie, right out of the gate, scoring 100.
Exactly what she needed to do.
I don't think Shea is feeling any pressure. I think she's just, okay, I'm down 2 legs. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to start scoring. I'm going to get right back in this.
Certainly.
If the player, you're down 2-0 and they have the start, if you can break them, then you lead to go into the next round, and you kind of gets your confidence back.
And that's what she's looking for, just a little bit of confidence. I mean, I think that last match was, I think that's definitely one that can toy on you a little bit in your head with the amount of missed doubles that she had.
Well, that's for the long format. This has been 2 out of 3. It's been over
Yep.
with. But the long format, okay, I'm down 2 legs. It's best of 9.
Mm-hmm.
She's still got to take 3 more, and I can still go 5. Maybe I nick a double. Maybe I grab the next game. I mean, you can think this stuff as you work your way down.
Yeah.
Versus, oh my gosh, I have to hit or I'm in trouble.
Well, we saw it yesterday in the semifinals of the 501 Nationals as Mike Newbert came back from a 4-1 deficit to win 5-4. So,
well, I knew who Mike Newbert was, and I seen him in that top 8 match get through to the semis. I was like, man, that is a guy that can flat play that you may not see on the big scenes. He's dangerous.
Yes, he certainly is. And I had a moment just to chat with him, and I was honest. I was like, man, where'd you come from? And he's like, well, I'm from Idaho, but I now live in Arizona, and I'm just trying to branch out, you know?
Yeah.
Here we go, 188 needed for Weger. Looking to pull this down to a nice, easy checkout.
Yeah, this is the point of the game for the girls. Who has the setup round? Who has the double?
Yeah.
These 6 starts are going to. This will be I think the decider on these 2 ladies.
Well, you mentioned Mr. DB earlier, and of course, you mentioned him. He's going to show up. Danny Baggish in the chat.
Mr. Baggish. Tell you what, he's the life of a tournament, man.
Oh, yeah.
He just brings great play and good humor.
Yeah, that is the truth. He brings a few laughs and a good time. So, what we all enjoy about the game of darts. 128 needed for Weger. The room is getting excited here.
I was going to say, the room's getting excited over there. There's a 68. Gives you a comfortable 60, knowing that you've got 6 starts to look at it. If I was Shea right here, I'm just going to score, get it down, put some pressure on my opponent. Right back at her. I mean,
there we go. 60 needed for Weger. There it is.
There's that double. I mean, she's been the doubler.
Great shot indeed. 3-0 lead for her in this women's 501 finals.
I tell a lot of players when you're playing dart for dart with an opponent, keep your head cool and just focus on getting that double.
Yep, certainly.
As I don't know how many times you heard people in line frustrated they didn't hit their double. Right now, the difference of this thing is the double.
That is certainly the truth. Once again, folks, thanks for tuning in here on USA Darts Productions. Will Stuart here, joined by Ryan Mooneyham for this finals. Good stuff. Fortunate dart there for Shea. And not the best couple rounds for her. Weger keeps laying it in.
Yeah, now's the time, isn't it? If your opponent's just scored light, you just put the gas on.
She does just that. Big 140 there. She can sense the blood in the water, as they say.
The thing about it is these 2 ladies know each other very, very well. Various other events, so I would really like to know their match scores over years. So just various different tournaments and soft or steel. It would be really neat to kind of know.
Yeah, it certainly would. Oop, we see a little drop out there. Apologies for that, folks. Don't know what that was about.
We'll blame it on COVID.
We masked up there for a second, sorry. Cole here needs to find a triple or 2. Got to make a dent.
Yeah, definitely Shea needs to, get her composure, get up there, lay in some tons, just get back in the thing. Even fat 60s or 96s, anything to really rebuild that rhythm that you may feel is losing on you. A little bit.
Exactly. There's the one.
There's an 81. You can use that as a building.
That's a big dart for Julie.
64. It's the 83. Going to put her right where she's comfortable with either going with the bull route or going the trip 20.
Yeah, exactly. That's always a question, you know.
I go the bull route.
Yeah, that's my preferred route too. Unless I'm really hitting those trip 20s and I feel comfortable with it,
Shea
but
just
still.
put it in 97. You know, she's on 138. I'm going to go the bull.
Yeah, that adds a little bit of pressure, but look at this.
There you
Double
go.
16. That's been her favorite number so far. Ooh.
I think she liked that trip 20 and then rushed that double 16 to the inside.
See if Cole can pop this big 138. Certainly add some confidence to her throw. And unfortunately not going to be able to happen. Let me make a quick change to a battery.
We got Julie here sitting here on the double. Outside. Oh, and she pulls it down. Shea's got an opportunity right now to come back on the 112. I like 112. You can pile in the 20s right here.
It's a great checkout opportunity, really.
And you're still just stay right there.
Do you see the look of a little anguish on her face there, missing out on that big treble?
Sometimes it just doesn't want to hit for you when you're right on the edge. And there's another double from Julie.
And Julie's not going to hesitate. She turned around looking like, hey, is that it?
No, she's got to dig best of 9.
I think you can definitely tell that these girls got a lot of respect for each other. I mean, just that little shake there.
Yeah.
I think if, you know, Shea is, of course, disappointed with how she's throwing right now, but still kind of.
Hey, look, I've seen many a matches when they were down 4 and they come 5 on the spin.
Exactly.
And they bounced off 5 games. You're never out of it until you throw the last double.
That's the truth, because your opponent could be tripping over themselves, thinking about, I got this. And what we just saw there, where Julie already thought she had it. And unfortunately not.
These averages that these girls are kicking up, I've seen really good averages on the floor. I had seen several ladies in the 70s out there today on some of their matches, and that field was tough.
Yeah.
And you're looking at 2 phenomenal players with a monster field out there in my mind.
I mean,
it's the who's who of American darts, and there's a Canadian or 2 out there.
Both men and women.
Oh.
The room is just littered with talent.
Oh yeah.
I mean, could it be? Could it be? Could it be? Oh, 140.
We want to scream the 100 and make it like we're on stage.
Get a little Russ Bray voice in there. Yeah, you mentioned some player. We'll go ahead and mention Paula Murphy, Callie West, Trish Gretzik from overseas or from Canada.
The lady, Erica is what she goes by short.
Paula Jacqueline from overseas.
Sandy Hudson, Sandy Haas. I mean, just Brenda Davis. I mean, I was like, okay, who's up next?
Yeah.
You got to balance them. You got Brenda out there, and you're just balancing all these phenomenal players.
How about this though? Julie sitting on 96 after 12.
I'm going to tell you what, Julie can flat pour it in.
She's doing it right here and looking to end this with authority here. 5 is all right. Trip 17.
She's got plenty of time. Just got to set your dart up.
Exactly. Plenty of time to do work. Phil O'Neill, appreciate the 100 stars, sir. Thank you very much.
Man, I feel for you, Shea. It's just, you've been missing right on the edge on everything. This is a game of millimeters. There's a 97.
Good finish there. I don't know why that keeps popping on us. Maybe we'll do a little investigative research here in just a second.
9.
Not happy with that one. Looking for the big 14.
Nope, she's going to flip down on the double 16. On the inside. $57.
Do you think that was the right option there? This is double 8 here.
She just got 3 clear shots at the match darts. Ooh.
I was wondering if she's going to take that opportunity or not. I almost think I would have busted. I mean, you got to take a chance with her on 160.
Winning double's a winning double. I mean, your opponent may not be there, but a 160 can be ripped off by any one of those ladies.
Certainly, and it can build confidence too.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if Julie can put this one in here. Double 2.
Match darts right here. Ooh.
Oof.
It's going to send her to the madhouse.
That's the difficult thing.
And I did see a match today where both ladies scored phenomenal, and both opponents, players, got to madhouse, and neither one of them could do it for a little bit after scoring big 10 pluses to get down there.
And look at this, double top for Cole. Now to double 10.
Ooh, just a bit on the outside.
That's definitely one of those ones that you could tell from the release. She thought that was in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Julia's got the madhouse. Oh, when she pulls it. Bust? Yeah, I kind of figured. Bust her, you end up in madhouse with her as well.
And then that could be, like you just said, it could be going on for a little bit.
Oh,
oh.
So if you're Shea, you're like, okay, so I'm down 4-0. She's on madhouse. If I can clip this double 10, I can start the next leg. Maybe,
there we go. Let's do it.
Maybe we can build momentum, because this game is about momentum.
You could tell she had a little chuckle there with Julie too.
There it is. Hey, we got a double 10. Did you see that? I mean, they're over there clapping, and she's raising the roof.
That's good stuff.
Hey, now she leads right out of the gate.
And that's a little relief too. That's a little like, all right, I remember how to play this game. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. You know, when you've struggled to get your double and your scoring has been decent or been strong, you wanted to get that first nick in there, and then you get it, and then maybe you build the momentum. Well, we got a 60 out of Julie, 140 to start the match with Shea. Julie's got a little bit of a slow start on this next leg.
Yeah, starting to get a little bit more.
You mean you're sitting on leg 6 of a long format match?
Yeah, starting to get a little bit more sporadic.
Little fatigue, the feet, the mind. There's a lot goes into it.
Certainly so. See Cole off the board on that last one. I think, the fatigue is exactly it. I mean, these ladies got to be feeling a little bit. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Long day already. Yeah, more to come, too.
I was going to say there's more to come. The men's field matches are going on right now. We'll see those guys really soon. And they're going to be tired, too. I mean, it's just a lot of darts. $81. So Shea has turned this leg up. And if I was her and I go up there and I drop a 133 on myself double tops, I can go 4-2.
Right.
Well, I mean, maybe I can get back in this.
Certainly. Michael Smith, good night. Thanks for hanging in there. 1 a.m. I couldn't imagine. You have a good night. And thank you.
Family, we said hi.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you're proud of those children.
Nice shot there. Good setup. Leaving herself tops.
So 40 for Cole, and Julie is back with 70. So definitely going to give Shea plenty of darts to take out this tops. Yep, she double 10 again.
And this is exactly what we talked about, where things can get interesting here quick, because now all of a sudden Miss Cole has found the doubles and Julie is kind of a little bit more sporadic in her groupings.
Well, and there's the other side of it is you're up 4-0. You've dropped 2 legs, and maybe your scoring wasn't good the last 2 rounds. You want to just recompose yourself, knowing you just need 1, and it's your throw, just score. Now, it's easier said than done because we're playing a game that's 100% mental.
I feel like there's just a little bit of relaxation in the arms of Shea.
Yeah, I mean, you can stand any player, male or female, kid or not, when one's relaxed and one's stressing. When you get 2 players that are extremely relaxed and can just score and double right back and forth, it comes down to who has the throw. Here, Shea needs to take this one and then get back on throw to try to send it to a sudden death leg. Your froze.
Huh. Alrighty, well, looks like we froze up here. I was wondering if that was going to happen or not. We'll go ahead and make a quick adjustment here. I'll go over the shoulder for just a second as we do that one. Our apologies, folks, there at home. Every once in a while, you're going to have a glitch here and there.
Look at scorekeeper Schwinneman making this thing happen for those ladies.
There we go. Back and better than ever.
If you're Shea right now, you need this big. You need this turn right here. There's a 58.
Did that do it again? Looking at a 160. Great ton there to leave herself 60.
17 leaves her 170. 150. She's sitting on 130 to Jules' 60. All right, Julie. 20 for the double top.
Oh.
She's just outside. Turns this into only good 2 darts. And grabs the triple.
Tough darts there. You go a little too high with the first one, and then you hit that big fat one.
The trip 20, which we did see happen.
Yeah.
So you tell yourself, okay, well, I'm going to underneath the double 20 for the wire. And you'll go too high or at least too early, and it flies high. Fortunately, she has a return. 20.
Inside.
Ooh, just a bit outside.
So a 106 look for Cole.
Getting her composure, getting a drink of water. Let's go to the line.
Trip 18, here we go.
Boy, she wanted that one.
Oh, she certainly did.
That double 16.
I would have been scared if I was Julie in that situation. She would have popped that. Ruh-roh.
Ooh, just inside. Oh. See, Julie had the doubles early. And now they do that to you. Doubles will be your friend and then be your foe.
And in there.
16. I do believe we're looking at Shea with the throw to tie this thing up.
This is certainly got interesting, hasn't it?
Yeah. I don't want to jinx anybody, but I was like, hey, you just get into it. You get a couple legs, and now you're throwing for the tie. Yeah.
To me, you got to wonder if Julie kind of kicked herself on that one as she thought that she had won the game.
Yeah, you get down to match starts, and you just want it. You know it's the final. And you know what that you came here to win this thing. It's just more nerving than people realize.
Certainly is. You start to feel maybe that little hiccup that you never felt before, an awkward little movement that you've never done in your life, but you find it now of all times, you know.
Well, you said you had Michael Smith on the watching us, and I think if one of his interviews that he said in the semifinals he was extremely nervous. This is a guy that can produce some of the biggest scores and the biggest rounds on the planet. About how nervy he got.
Yeah.
With all that experience, so it doesn't matter. It's pressure situations, and you're just ready to play.
Certainly so. I'm glad you mentioned that one. Let alone the world stage, but here, I mean, no matter what, a final is a final. You can feel the pressure.
A final is a final, regardless if it's your blind draw final or it's your WDF women's singles final or it's a world championship. You made it to the end of the event, and now it's time to close it out.
For those just stopping by, Will Stuart here of USA Darts Productions, joined by Ryan Mooneyham. Thanks for tuning in here for this women's 501 final.
I don't have the English accent, but we got ourselves a cracker on.
We got ourselves a cracker. That's good. That is good.
And I have to say the word English accent, not British accent, because I was told by a gentleman from England that it's a English accent.
Correct. Shea just thinking about it, that one. Big trip 5 there.
Yeah. 37. She didn't leave herself an out. Julie's at 262. She's going to need a 98. So Shea gets to return to the line with Julie just a little bit behind her. This is where the setup shots can get this leg ready for a win. I'd wondered if she was going to stay on the 20 or drop over to the 18, leave that an even 100.
See if she can make a dent here. Does she go down to the 17s or 19s? She does.
114. How do you go?
There's some discrepancy. Some people like the 19s. Some people like the 20s. I think the 20s is the route for me. What do you like?
I like the 2014 double top.
Yeah. Here we go.
I like tops.
Oh!
Ooh, just underneath. That wire giveth, that wire taketh. So depending on the start here, Shea will get 3 darts to return.
And to tie this match up after what seemed like...
It started out as it looked like a runaway.
Yeah, it really looked like a runaway.
Double 10 falls. We are at a final deciding leg.
Wow.
She hits it.
That's got to feel like $1 million right there as you see her shake her head.
Yes. Okay, so here we go. We've got one leg to decide the WDF Silver Women's Finals. Incredible.
Someone asking in the chat, Jason Rudolph asking, what's piled up on the table behind them? Those are actually some hand-crocheted Kleenex box holders. So
I think there's like every team over there's but the Raiders. I don't know why you might want the Raiders.
Yeah, I think we got a bunch of NFL teams.
Yeah, sorry for you folks. I am a Chiefs fan.
Me too. We are both from the same area, the neck of the woods. I'm from Wichita, Kansas, and Mr. Mooneyham is from Springfield, Missouri, so about 4 hours distance in between us.
Well, Shea opens up with a ton. Julie hits, let's see here, that's 77, 17, 94. I mean, right now it's going to come down to who can hold it, who can hold their nerve.
Ooh. You could tell she really wanted to plow in that second treble 20.
Trip 20. There's 85 right back. 262, 306. We're within 1 round of each other. This is a really good final, ladies.
We've been around the same average for about the consistency of the match.
Well, they started a little slow and they've kicked it up into the high 50s or low 60s.
Yeah, they started off that first leg a little bit slow, but the last couple have been right around this mark.
A phenomenal testament of to get ahead and then to come back.
Pulls the old Simon Whitlock there. You can start to see the nerves. Maybe a little sweaty palm action going on here. Great triple 20. Great shot there.
There's a 130 right there. So it's going to be, it's 90.
Yeah, just a 90, but still quality as it leaves a 116.
Yeah, Julie needs that ton right now. Get outside.
You saw her kind of, I think, reach with that with that a little bit too.
Yeah, pushing. Call that pushing. You're just trying to push that dart into the target instead of just relaxed and throw. 116. She goes the trip 20 route.
Leaves herself 76.
Yep. 58. Julie has the opportunity right here. She goes to 19s.
So here we go.
44.
Shea Cole with 58 left to complete an incredible comeback.
You can see.
Oof.
Sometimes you just want it. 113. Definitely gonna have to have a treble in this visit. Which treble is it gonna be?
Ooh, look at this. Now she just needs the 20 for 36. Is that the way she goes?
She grabbed the 16.
She goes 16 for tops.
Oh. Okay, 5-4-4 tie. All the marbles is going to come down to 2 double 10s. Who's got the two 10s? Inside the 5. Oh,
difficult.
And just bust it. Give yourself a return look at that double. Here's Julie's opportunity. Oh, busted it.
Into the neighbor.
Ladies, these ladies are coming down to the nerves.
They are feeling it.
Who's got it?
Ooh, a little ghost throw there. A little Scotty Kirshner.
Double 5. And she just pulled it. You know, we talk about how we can hit those doubles with our eyes closed, unless you're at the finals.
The truth. There it is. Right in the corner of that one, and look at the little crowd we've got here for this one.
I tell you what.
Phenomenal comeback from Shea Cole.
Comeback from Shea. I mean, look at those two players. They love each other to death. They're just
wow.